All right, day 2, still treating grapevines, but making progress. Not as far as I'd like to be, but it's okay. I mean, it's a tedious process. I'm just going to do a video here on some tips. So tip number 1 is definitely use dye. So here's I showed it in another video, but in case you didn't see that one, hopefully you can see that. Let's get that right in the camera. Hopefully you can see. But I'm using dye, and you can see back behind me here some other areas that I've treated, or hopefully you can see in the camera. It's hard with the sunlight sometimes. But use dye, because what happens is these grapevines grow in clusters. So you'll have 10 or 15 of them in a row, and they all are intertwined, and you don't really know which one's which. You might cut the same vine 2 or 3 times, which is better than not cutting it at all. But what the dye helps is when you look back and go, wait, did I miss a spot? Because it's very easy to get turned around. You'll be able to know, oh no, I cut that, and it's not only did I cut it, but it's also treated. Because sometimes it's even hard to see where you cut, because the vines are so tight together that even after you cut through it, they'll kind of naturally pull back together. So just some tips. The other tip I have is this is the Cobalt pull saw, and that's what I'm using. A little bit heavy, but boy is it nice for going through here. The only other thing I would say that might even be better is one of those small, I know Steel makes one, and there's a couple knockoffs now. Looks like a mini chainsaw. You just hold it in your hand. That would be phenomenal for doing this type of invasive work, I think, because you could just grab the vine, zip through it, and then have the spray bottle in your other hand. But this pull saw still works really good, especially where there's multiple rows and stuff. I can cut those down, treat them, or I can just reach in there if it's too far of an area, pull that vine closer to me, cut it, and then just reach over and spray it quickly. So it reduces, your time of getting torn up by briars, which I'm still getting torn up by briars, but just not nearly as bad. So those are kind of my quick tips, guys. A pull saw, spray bottle, obviously with dye in it, makes a big difference, and then just keep after it. It's tedious, but makes a big difference in the long run. So keep after it. Be safe. Thanks for tuning in.